Testing, testing. Hello Twitch, hello YouTube in the future. It's time to start Pokemon. Happy Monday. Hopefully happier Monday than I'm dealing with at the moment. Alright, where are we? Before I get into that. Are we just in Fuchsia? Yeah, we're just in Fuchsia. Okay, I think my plan was to train up Rachel here. I don't know why I named this thing Rachel. It's like one of the few females on our team. Yeah, because you're gonna be my psychic type. And I'm probably gonna replace Gaton with something. Maybe a Nidoking? I think that was the plot. I'm frazzled at the moment, actually. I was taking Conan out, trying to, you know, get ready for streaming. So that he wouldn't, you know, be upset about doing that, needing to do that. And, I come back into the house, and there's a giant-ass bee. Like, I think it's specifically a hornet. It was about the size of my thumb. The length of my thumb. Just the thumb pad, not the actual limb. But, it was just sitting on the stairs. On the carpet stairs, up to the second floor. Not a fan of that. So, I am locked in my room at the moment. I have no idea how it got in. My brain is on Nintendo controllers. This is a PS5. But yeah, no idea how it got in. Bit frazzled. I'm extremely allergic to bees, for anyone who doesn't know. They will kill me if I am stung, possibly. I could go in anaphylactic shock. And for anyone else who doesn't know, I am home alone a lot. Like, oh boy. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm a little bit rustled up. Alright, I do have a TM for Dig, and I will get one for Earthquake. I think I was waiting for Earthquake, the Earthquake TM, before I did anything with a possible Nidoking. So that's been my morning. It's possible that it flew in while I was taking Conan out. What I normally do is I just let Conan out in the yard. And I, you know, open the door, let him out, close the door, watch him in the yard. Make sure he does his business. That sort of thing. But I occasionally have to open the door to, you know, encourage him to hurry it up. So it might have snuck in and been extremely, like, dazed, considering the temperature difference. We have a lot of, we have many berries growing outside our house, in our backyard. They came with the house. So we got, like, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries growing in our backyard. So there's bound to be bees. I don't really touch that stuff until it's a lot cooler out. Like, I don't go outside unless it's pretty cool out because of that. Or I go out the front or out through the garage. Normally, I'm pretty okay with bees. Like, if they start getting annoyed and messing around, I just leave. I just leave the area. Go inside. Don't mess with them any further. Don't like it when they're in my space. Also don't like the potentiality that they could be crawling into my space. So, yeah. I'm locked in the, my office at the moment to give myself time to, you know, exist. I can at least control that. I don't think any of the windows, like, and I don't think they can get in through the windows. Like, I don't think that there's any way that they can feasibly get in here unless they sneak in through the doors. Which is more than likely what happened. Doesn't make me feel any less anxious. Oh god. I did not need that today. It's already Monday, it already kinda sucks. Oh boy. Oh, sorry if that was extremely loud. Anyway, gonna be focusing here today on training up Rachel and the Execute and dealing with Koga. This last portion of the game is gonna go pretty quickly. I normally like to do these in chunks by gym leader, so the stream might actually turn out pretty short. Not sure. It depends. Depends on my nerves, on how much I'm willing to deal with. Beyond that, we might have gotten scammed into pest control that we don't need, which is fun. Boyfriend is gonna try and cancel it today vehemently when he gets the chance, but like, dude came to our house like Saturday night, if you were a part of that stream, my 110-man stream, and spent like 10 minutes grilling Scott and grilling my boyfriend, forcing him to basically agree to a pest control. And I hate it when they do that. It's so aggravating. I understand that it's their job to be that aggravating and like push. But the scummy thing is well, for one, if we're gonna get pest control, I want to do research and make sure that it's friendly to, you know, not just the multitudes of berry bushes we have outside, but the dog I have that likes to eat the grass at every opportunity he can get. Like, I have things to consider. But he came at like 8 or 9 o'clock, bullied Candle my boyfriend into signing up for like a month or two of it. And then when we get the contract, come to find out, you only get a couple days to back out of it. Okay, so we call to back out when we actually have the time. They don't accept calls on weekends at all. We left them a message, but that's pretty fucking scummy. There's like a 3-day window in order to drop out without being charged. And they decide to rope you into it on a weekend when they don't even have people on the line to, you know, talk to you and cancel. And yeah, I understand this is a pretty obvious, like, no-brainer sort of, you don't agree to this thing, but like, he was under a bit of pressure to get back to the raid as quick as possible, and the guy wasn't taking no for an answer in any capacity, which they're told not to do. But you should also have a point of, I need to leave. These people aren't, you know, into this. And it's just a really annoying situation all around, because today is technically the only day that we can cancel. And not only that, but they gave discounts, and if you cancel outside of the 3-day window, they make you pay just an absurd amount of money for canceling their service. Like, it was like $500 because they don't count the discounts that they give you. They make you pay the full price, which is scummy as hell. And it's just a whole scumbag combination of shit where it's like we could end up paying upwards of nearly like $700 just to get these people to go away and not come here. Because we didn't want their service in the first place. And they didn't listen to us. But I gave boyfriend full permission to just be as annoying as possible to get us out of that. Oh god, it feels like bees are in my hair. I don't like that. I don't like this feeling. Why am I allergic to bees? I like bees. They serve an important function. They do their job, and they normally don't give a crap. Ha, get static, loser. But like, why did it have to come into the house? I don't like killing them either, because like, if I screw up and they just get pissed at me, once again, I am extremely allergic to bees. And I don't necessarily want to have to administer, you know, my EpiPen to myself with no one home and capable of calling 911 for me. And more than that, I just don't want to have to call 911. Anyway, it's been a Monday already. Alright, I need to get on to some other topic. Still plugging away at Tears of the Kingdom. I'm having a grand old time. I finally started exploring the depths, which, if you're not familiar, Tears of the Kingdom has 3 world maps so far. I'm pretty sure it's just the 3 for the whole game. It has the sky map, which is the floating islands. There aren't too many of them, but there's, you know, a lot you can do on them. And then there's the original Hyrule map, which has been revamped. And then there's a depths map, because chasms have opened to what's underneath Hyrule. So, and one of the temples is located in the depths. And the funny thing about the depths is, I think they kind of borrowed a mechanic from Skyward Sword, where there were those, zombie bokoblins. They weren't called zombies, but that's how I remember them. And they were scary as all hell, honestly. Like, they scared the crap out of me as a kid. But when they attacked you, they would temporarily take away one of your heart containers. And that basically happens in the depths. If you get attacked by a gloom-infested monster, it will take away, quote-unquote, one of your heart containers. You get it back. You get it back, but it's, you know, an empty heart when you hit, like, either the surface or certain special spots in the depths. But an entire temple taking place in the depths is kind of terrifying to me. I always get nervous in places like that in games, and I get hesitant to explore them because I don't like my resources being taken from me, even temporarily. But that's where I left off. I left off on that temple. I did the water temple. The water temple was actually pretty simple. I didn't have to do anything, you know, temperature-wise to prep for that. I mainly went and, you know, had to deal with the Zora armor. I dealt with all that. I highlighted the entire map. And now I'm just picking away at, you know, side quests and the other tangential main quests. I got the Master Sword. Not really gonna go into that one, but you need to do all of the, you know, geoglyph memories for that, and the ending of that one got me pretty emotional. I'm not sure when is a good time to talk about that, since this episode, it's airing right now on Twitch, but it's gonna go on YouTube next Monday. So I'm really not certain when a good time to talk about that particular questline is. You can, if you watch the memories, you can kind of see where it's going, but that still didn't, like, lessen the impact for me. It was still really, like, it got me in the heart a lot. But I got the Master Sword, which is really nice because, like in Breath of the Wild, the Master Sword will not disappear from, you know, it won't break. You know, hopefully. I haven't tested it on Ganon yet, but it won't break. You can fuse things to it. So you basically will always have a weapon. It does have its quote-unquote durability in that it will break, quote-unquote, but it won't. It'll break and it'll disappear from your active weapon wheel, but it'll recharge and come back. Because having it, you know, last forever would be absurd. I don't think it does any additional damage to, like, Zonai or anything like that. Or Gloom creatures. It seems to have a pretty high base damage. Ooh, hiccup on its own. Which is fine. I'm getting the hang of it. Doing a lot better than I used to. I still get one-shot by things that I honestly think shouldn't one-shot me, but... Oh my god, the... enemy variety has always been kind of a... iffy thing in, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I'd say. Like, the enemy variety isn't crazy. But... the armored enemies. Very annoying. Especially if you've only got like one hammer type weapon that you use that you just keep on you for, you know, farming ore. They can be really, you know, aggravating to deal with. You gonna come out of it? It's probably worth it to just come out of it. You're close to leveling. I could probably go to Koga right now and just sweep him. Don't really feel like doing it right now, like right at the beginning. Because I mean, what's after Koga? Like, after Koga is basically Blaine. And then after Blaine is Giovanni. Surprise, surprise. 20 years later, Giovanni is the 8th gym leader. And then after that is, you know, Elite Four and all that. Unless I go through and do, like, some of the more optional stuff, like the power plant, and I don't need a heal. What am I doing? I might go and do the power plant after I learn Surf. No guarantees I will try and catch Zapdos. If I do, I'm probably not gonna use it. But, where was I? Tears of the Kingdom talk. I don't suppose it really matters. I did the quest line, where you go to all the stables and, you know, investigate stuff there. The inconsistencies between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are a little annoying in certain respects. Like, there's clearly, it's a sequel clearly, but it almost seems afraid to actually act like one. There's honestly not a lot of mentions of the Calamity and what happened in Breath of the Wild. And that's a little disappointing to me. Like, characters that ought to know you don't know you. And I know there's no way that they can, like, fully know every single thing that you've done. But it feels weird in certain places to have, you know, like, characters in Terrytown not recognize you, because there's no way Terrytown would even exist in Tears of the Kingdom if Link hadn't helped build it in Breath of the Wild. And the other thing I came across was your house in Hateno Village. Like, in Breath of the Wild, you can buy a house in Hateno Village, and you build it up and you can customize it limitedly, but all that. But in Tears of the Kingdom, it's Zelda's house. Like, yeah, I guess Link gave it to her. Like, maybe they lived in there together or something. Like, Zelda spends a lot of time in Hateno Village, it seems. Between, Breath of the Wild and Tears. But it feels weird, that one. And I know that there's another way for you to get a house in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I know there's that spot outside Terrytown, you can just build it basically yourself. And that's the thing that they wanted you to do, because it plays into the gimmick of, you know, being able to move stuff all the time. It just feels really weird, stuff like that. There's little monuments in key areas that Zelda puts up to, you know, honor those lost in the Calamity. And if you find her journals, it starts talking about, like, the interim period where she, you know... Yeah, let's try you out, Rachel. In the interim period where she's, you know, helping get Hyrule back on track. Alright, not that, Rachel. Okay. No wheezings for you yet. And, like, there's little subtle things, but all of the Sheikah shrines are gone, all of the, Sheikah towers are gone. It makes some sense why they would go away, because they were buried beneath the earth. And when Link activated the first tower, they rose up from the earth. And they were there to test him. And I mean, obviously, they weren't necessary anymore, so it's possible that they just sank back down. I would like some evidence of them in the depths. Granted, I haven't explored the depths fully, and I probably never will. That area scares me. But I would like some evidence of their being there. And if you go back to the Great Plateau in Tears, and you go back to the Shrine of Resurrection, it's kind of funny, because it literally looks like they just picked up the model for the Shrine of Resurrection and just deleted it. It's literally a perfect rectangle filled with water, and there's nothing else in it. And it's just kind of disappointing in that regard, honestly. Like, that's probably my biggest disappointment with Tears. It simultaneously acknowledges Breath of the Wild, but also doesn't do it enough. And maybe they wanted the experience to feel fresh for, you know, new people coming in, because it's been, like, what, 6 years since Breath of the Wild? But still, like, even if you played Breath of the Wild as, like, a 6-year-old, you're gonna remember things about it when you're, you know, 12 and Tears comes out. And, like, the Sheikah stuff was hugely important. And there's bits and pieces of it in the towers, in the Skyview towers. It looks like those are made from repurposed Guardians. And maybe the old Sheikah towers. I honestly couldn't tell you if the Skyview towers and the Sheikah towers are all in the same places. I do not remember. They might be near to the same places, if not in the exact same place. I know, I'm pretty sure, the Lookout Tower isn't in the same spot. And, like, I'm not asking for a perfect one-to-one, like, that's not gonna happen, that's fine, and especially if they went with a narrative of everything sinking back underground. I just think it would have been cool to see some sort of nod to it all, because, like, yeah, Pura, like, brings it up, I think, very little in passing. And there's evidence of, like, Guardians around the labs. But that's it, that's like 3 locations. And granted, I haven't explored the entire world, I don't know where every little detail is. I never will. Like, the world is way too freaking big. But I don't know. It's a dumb little inconsistency. I mean, it's not even a little inconsistent. It's a pretty big one. And I'm just kind of surprised they didn't acknowledge it in that game, which is so full of detail and care, that they didn't even put, like, oh, here's a shrine in the depths. Like, maybe that's where they came from. Or something like that. They hop on the Zonai stuff as if it, you know, As if it was the only thing that ever happened since the calamity. These two here are running a, one starter challenge. Starter only. Valid thing to do, actually. Like, the starters are, you know, buffed up enough that you can't do this. Like, just run first form starters through stuff. They're not very formidable, but you can make it work. Obviously. People have done it. I could fight a few more trainers. I do not have a cut Pokemon on me. So, honestly, the design of the Zonai is pretty interesting. I could probably talk about Breath of the Wild forever. Or Tears of the Kingdom. Ugh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I see a bee and my brain turns into a friggin' nightmare mess of anxiety and rambling. Sorry about that. I had to check something. Yeah, you're not fighting a muck, buddy. Oh, Athena's female. That's probably why I named her that. Who's gonna fight Muck? Muck can be annoying. I'm pretty sure Koga has a Muck and a Weezing. Oh, Rachel's holding her own against Coughings, at least. Coughing and Grimer. That's pretty promising for a Koga. Should check real quick a few things on particularly what Koga's levels are, because I don't want to go in there unprepared. See if I need to grind anymore. But no, the Zonai have really interesting designs, and I have a theory. I don't know if, okay, he's 37, 39, 43. Could probably take him on. Poor Koga. Like, genuinely, poor Koga and poor, some of these single-type gym leaders and Elite Four members, particularly Agatha, kinda suffer because there just aren't enough Pokemon to facilitate them having a decent team. Like, Agatha has like 2 Gengars and a bunch of poison types, I'm pretty sure. Because there just aren't enough ghost types. There's not enough variety. I mean, Lance probably gets it the worst. Like, Lance dips into, you know, illegal territory with his Dragonite. A couple of his one Dragonite, I'm pretty sure. His other one is legal. Johto, though. Johto gets it the absolute worst. Like, when I was making hypothetical teams for, you know, the Kanto Johto, there's just so many Johto Pokemon that don't get used by the gym leaders. Like, Falconer having a Pidgey and an illegal Pidgeotto. It's so upsetting when, like, Murkrow exists, Natu exists. Like, you could have given him any ounce of variety. Like, you could still have a Pidgey, he could have a Spearow even. Poor Spearow. Like, everybody remembers the Gen 1 bird as Pidgey, but nobody freaking remembers Spearow. But, like, he could have had a Pidgey, he could have had a Spearow, he could have had, like, a Natu, he could have had a Murkrow, he could have had a Hoot Hoot. But they gave him Pidgey. Pidgeotto. And it's the same with like all of the gym leaders, because it feels like one, it kind of feels like they rushed Johto out, and two, it's kind of insulting to Johto. I think Whitney is the first Johto gym leader you see that has a Johto Pokemon. Oh, you're minimizing. Oh, I hate Grimers. They always do this. This is their thing. This is the thing that they've always done. And then they do that, and now Rachel cannot attack anything. But the Johto gym leaders got kind of shafted by just not being allowed to have proper Pokemon. And the Elite Four too, like, the Elite Four gets a little bit upgraded, but they still have problems. Like, there's still not enough ghost types for Agatha. Like, there's not enough fighting types, apparently, for Bruno to not have an Onyx. Which is... oh yeah, I still gotta do the fighting dojo. Still gotta do that. But, like, Hitmonlee exists, Hitmonchan, Poliwrath, Primeape. Like, there's a lot of fighting type Pokemon. And even in Gen 1, poor Bruno has to have an Onyx. And it's not even something that they rectify in these games either. You can learn Poison Powder, like, it's probably more effective than Reflect. And I know in, I'm pretty sure it's Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think. And I don't know, one of the later games, they let you... oh fuck, I forgot. I didn't see what he had put out. That was coughing. But they let you fight past Elite Four and Gym Leaders. I'm pretty sure it's... I think Gen 5 they do that? And they let you fight the past leaders, and they switch up their Pokemon to being more proper. But like, even with my own stipulations of creating a team, like, keep it to the gen they're in and previous, and you can use regional forms, simply because, like, genuinely, there's not enough Pokemon variety. Try not to use the same Pokemon more than once. I struggled with it. I struggled with Lance and Claire. And heck, even Drake from Gen 3. Because of the fact that there just aren't enough dragon types to go around. Unless you want a team of 6 Dragonites. And that's just kinda dumb. There's not enough fun there. And I always assume, like, the Dragon Masters, like, they travel, like, there's, like, what, 1 or 2 regional dragons, usually? Pseudos? Maybe 3, depending on the region? So, like, sure, you could probably specialize in one region's dragon. Oh, sorry, Rachel. You could probably specialize in one region of dragon, but it probably looks better on you as a Dragon Master to know all of the different species, because dragon is such a rare and elusive species. I mean, it's not as much anymore. There's a lot of dragon types, but... You trainer? Okay. Well, if you're not into it, you don't have to fight me. Like, I'm not making you fight me. I'm not gonna make you fight me, dude, if you don't want to. I just thought you wanted to chat. Conan is being quiet for now, but I think once it gets a little late... That's not the move I wanted to hit, but... Once it gets a little later in the day, he might have to be escorted from the premises. Right now he's just locked in here with me. One second. Sorry about that, boyfriend finally acknowledged my message about the bees. Bee. It was only one bee. Dear God, I hope it was only one. And it probably just snuck in. And I probably definitely didn't step on it on the way down the stairs. I mean, it'll probably end up tearing out those berry bushes if bees start getting into the house. I'm not gonna be able to cope. Probably gonna have to have my mom tear them out if this is gonna keep happening this year. Have them torn out in the fall. It's a shame though, because I know Candle would... Alright, I'm gonna be real. It's really difficult for me to... It's kind of sad. Because for the most part, I end up referring to my boyfriend as Candle. When I talk to him, like, yeah, when you talk to a person, you hardly use their name. I don't talk to a lot of people. Particularly, I don't really talk to a lot of people about other people. But if I'm raiding, he's always referred to as Candle. That's not his name. Like, that's obviously not his name. I slipped up, I said his name earlier. But I can't help it. I can't help but call him Candle, and I kind of hate that because that's not his name. And like that's his WoW character. But that's what everyone I have been talking to has referred to him as for the past, like, at least everyone I've talked to online. That's what they refer to him as. And it gets to you after a while. Like, you start... Oh god, I'm gonna call him Candle, like, to his friggin' face once, or something, and I'm gonna wanna, like, sink into the earth and disappear into atoms. Like, Lord knows, he's probably gonna slip up more than once and call me Kaylin. My name isn't Kaylin. For those of you who don't know and haven't checked, like, my Patreon or my Ko-fi or anything, like, my name isn't Kaylin. Or hell, even like my Twitter, though I think I removed my real name from Twitter. I don't need everyone having super easy access to my real name. Not that I'm like ashamed of it or anything, I actually kind of like my real name. It's fun to me. But like... But yeah, I'm gonna call him Candle to his face, and I'm going to want to walk into the ocean. Or like... a lake. The nearest body of water to me. And just never come out. It's like those moments where you're, and I guess I'm old enough as a person to have existed before shorthand like LOL or LMAO, because I used to never use those. I used to pointedly never use LOL or like WTF or anything like that in any of my text messages and anything I've ever written. I doubt my friends remember that. But I used to make it a point not to do that because it aggravated me. I don't now. Like, I gave up. I will LOL in my text messages all the time. LMAO, LOL. No big deal, NBD. I'll text it, I'll chat it. I don't care now. I'm, you know. But saying them in real life, in a sentence that comes out of my mouth, is another one of those I would like to walk into the ocean, please moments. Like, I can feel it rising up sometimes when I say something. And, that gut feeling of having to stamp that down, because you know if you do that, there's no going back. You know, I've never used Execute before, but, like, it's getting some work done. It's not a perfect Pokemon, but it's getting some work done. I'm trying to remember when you get Fly, because Koga is Surf. And I'd really like Fly. Like... I think I've earned Fly now. Yeah, I deserve that, but haha, you're a Spearow. Is there a particular move that I wanted Execute to learn before I leveled it up? Around. Took it to Executor. It doesn't really need to have a particular move. I think the only move that I'd like it to maybe learn is Solar Beam. Because really the most viable thing for an executor to do is set up sun and just one turn solar beam things. It's not the worst idea for this team, because I have Charizard. The sun boosted flamethrowers would be pretty helpful. Don't know if I want it to go that far though. 43 is super high. Where's the solar beam TM? It's in the Pokemon Mansion. That's probably what I was waiting for. Where's Sunny Day? Oh, I think I need Surf to get Sunny Day. So I need to beat Koga, get Sunny Day, and then I can set up Executor into being a solar beam rocket machine. Oh my god, this thing is just full of people, isn't it? Oh my god, I didn't fight you. Yes, I know you always go with bird Pokemon. Like, I get it. You like birds. There's only 2 birds in this region. They can't be that fascinating. I say that, I actually really like birds. One of the nicest things about, oh, you only have 2 Thunderbolt PP left, shit. One of the nicest things about, I have Dig, why did I even bother? I'm so dumb. That's the other thing I wanted to mention about Tears of the Kingdom. You end up using Ultra Hand, that's your ability to pick up stuff and attach stuff. You end up using that so much, at least I do. I completely forget Ascend exists. Like, legit, I think it's been 3 or 4 times in a shrine where I have sat there, stupidly, staring at a wall, wondering how I can get past this when there's a ledge right above me that I can just ascend right through. And every time I go and I look up the solution, because I'm not about to sit here for 6 hours, I see that it just says, oh, just ascend up that thing, and I'm like, I'm so stupid. I'm the stupidest. But like, I never have a Pokemon with Dig, or Teleport even. I usually have a Ralts or something, but I never end up needing to use it. And my, like, I used it a lot actually earlier. I don't know what that sign means by that. I don't even have the item finder. I need to get the item finder. But like, I always forget I have it. And it's because you get so caught up in doing things a certain way. Like, there's so many shrines where you have to just build. Yeah, there's so many things, even in the open world, just build, build. Ascend is an amazing idea. Like, I love it. It's really cool. And I bet if I explore the Sky Islands more, I'll get to use it a lot more. But, like, crap, do I forget it exists. Every time. Every single time. I forget it exists. Just like I forget Dig exists, and I don't need to do so much running around. And I forget I have a bike, but that's mainly because I'm on controller. if I were playing this traditionally with like the handheld. One, dear lord, I would have forked out a fortune for a capture card capable of doing that. But two, like, the button is a lot more obvious and accessible. For the PS5 controller, it's the media share button. And it's not nearly as obvious, because you're not really used to pushing that button on a PS5 controller unless you're planning on media sharing, or like doing something with that system. Which I never do, or if I do, it's on accident. Because Lord knows I push buttons on accident. I need to decorate this room more. I have a ton of prints that I've collected over like a decade. And I want to put them all up, but framing prints is... I don't want to get it wrong, because they're really nice pieces of art. And you know, I want to do it right. Yeah, they're nice pieces of art. Some of them are made by my friends. Oh my god, I'm staring out my window. Oh, I'm scared. I'm calming down, I swear, I'm calming down. It's just, when I come out of this room, it's gonna feel really weird. Like, the initial fear... bees get into houses. They do. They just get into houses. It's normal. My thing, particularly with this, is... we used to live in a basement. And... we had a sliding door. And I couldn't just let Conan out like I can now, because the yard wasn't fenced, and the people we were living with had geese or chicken or goats or things that Conan would fixate on and try to chase, or he never wanted to do any harm to the birds, like, ever. Like, he just wanted to run after them and have fun. He has a pretty strong herding drive. But which worries me when we get a cat. We'll see how that goes. But like, I always had to go out with him. I was always opening and shutting that door. And the sliding door, you know, they get gummed up. Sometimes the track gets nasty and hard to close, and I'm pretty sure I let in at least 2 or 3 bees, and same kind of bees as was it just down here, like really big. I think they were hornets or wasps or something. They're not normal honeybees. A normal honeybee is one thing, like a bee the size of your goddamn cornea is another. Or your iris or something, like, they're big around here. And alright, find you. And like, I would let them in on accident, but at least then I had someone around in the form of my sister-in-law who I could, you know, call and say, hey, there's a bee down here, can you help me with this? But the basement was a much smaller area as well. Not so much here. This is a 2-story home with a lot of space where, you know, that stuff can hide. So yeah, that's the roundabout reason why I don't train bee drills. Shiny or not. Ugh. Oh, jeez. A meow. Could probably handle that. I know not every Pokemon can be viable or usable, but like, Persian was always one I kind of liked. Wasn't really a huge fan of the Alolan form. I know what they were going for. But like, I wasn't too huge of a fan of it. Some of the Alolan forms aren't great. Like, I don't really care for Alolan Geodude. Is that a Pidgey? Yeah, it's a Pidgey. You know, honestly, it's probably just Alolan, Meowth and Alolan Geodude that I don't really care for. I think the regional Pokemon is a good idea. Where does this maze even go? I genuinely don't remember. I think this is another one of those routes that I didn't usually go down. I had certain places in Pokemon games that I was really attached to. Particularly just Gen 3, really. Oh my god, I think I just saw that pest control guy walk by outside. Probably coming away from someone else's house that they're trying to rope in. I hope we can get the hell out of that. We do not need pest control. How come you two aren't a double battle? screw you, Clefairy. Clefairy... mind not being the most annoying thing in the world? Forgetting my buttons again. I think that's it for this area. I really need to pull out my Rattata to see what's in those cut spots. I don't feel like teaching another Pokemon cut. Just a girl and her 2 rats. Three rats. Oh, don't tell me I'm getting the midday sleepies already. Oh, Conan, did you hit your head? Can't be getting the midday sleepies already. Not during stream. Honestly, I think I said it before, but picnickers are pretty balanced when it comes to like team composition. They don't try to one-type their way through the world. I wonder if the trash had gotten taken yet. Did I just miss that? finally have a date for TOC. June 20th. Also, wow, is Blizzard giving us a month to actually, like, process this information? I don't know if anyone who watches these keeps up with, like, WoW Classic, but, like, oh my god, Blizzard has been so terrible, like, about, like, keeping us informed. Like, they announced TBC, like, they announced the TBC pre-patch 3 days before they launched it. Which, that's bad. You don't do that. And they, like, and they gave a week, just a week. Burps, sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But they gave literally 1 week for between pre-patch, TBC pre-patch, and TBC launch. New race and a new class for each faction came out in the TBC pre-patch. You only had 1 week to level those suckers up to 60. Like, people burnt out in days before TBC even launched, trying to get, like, a shaman or a paladin on the Alliance or Horde. It was a downright terrible decision. Oh, I can't use that in the open world. Okay. And they learned a bit for Wrath. I'm pretty sure they gave us a bit more notice for Wrath, and I think Wrath pre-patch was like 2 weeks instead of 1, so that you could, you know, afford to be a human after you level your DK. But DK leveling was only 60 to 70, or it wasn't like 1 to 60. And then 60 to 70. But, like, the TBC pre-patch was a nightmare. They decided to launch both Naxxramas and Shadowlands at the same time. And, like, tanked Classic for a while. They kept trying to line their releases up with FF14 to try and, you know, compete with them. And it's just like, oh my god, stop, please, just stop. Just actually stop. Nobody wants this. I think this is the first time we've had substantial amount of time between them announcing it and it actually coming out. Aside from maybe AQ40, because AQ40, the release event, I think we had a couple months of the AQ event to get it done, because it was a server-wide effort. And they gave every server a couple of months to get it done before they just started unlocking the raid, server by server, for people who just weren't getting it done, or just couldn't, because there weren't enough people on the server to gather the necessary materials. But it seems like they're trying the roadmap thing with Dragonflight, so maybe they're gonna try and do it a bit with Classic as well, one can hope. It would certainly be nice to have, you know, at least like a month's time to process and figure out things and strategize with your guild and whatnot, and your life, before you're thrust into, you know, new raid tier, because the start of a new raid tier is always a lot. I feel like the sport moves were meant to be double battle moves. That's the only real way, like, that's the only real way that they make sense. Like water sport, if your Pokemon is paired with a grass type and you're against a fire type, that would be pretty useful to use. Granted, I don't know how much weaker it makes fire type moves. I should probably go fight Koga. But no, TOC is coming in a month. I'll actually be able to stream TOC progress. You guys won't see us, like, it's TOC, it's not like, TOC is like a, what, 5 boss raid? Compared to Ulduar, which is like 10 or 11. And the bosses are easy, like, they're not hard. They're like Magikarps. No, they're not Magikarps. You could still screw up, especially the first one. The first boss, which is 3 bosses at once. Not at once, in a row. Oh yeah, is this the dude that— oh, he only has 2 Magikarps. There's a dude in like every game that has like a full team of Magikarps, and I say it every time, but mad respect. Eventually those Magikarps are gonna be Gyarados, and we're all going to cry. I don't think I fished once in this game. Now, size isn't really a thing in these games. Like, the size is later. Sometimes. If you're playing Let's Go. Oh, you're a— you know, this is a trainer type I don't see much. But, like, does he just want to see a norm— really? Immediately? That's funny. You know, it makes sense. If you're gonna rock, you might as well blow up your Pokemon. That's pretty rockin'. Oh, you're not gonna explode. The one that would probably kill me if you did do it. But no, TOC isn't gonna be that hard. We're probably gonna struggle on the first boss and the last boss. And faction champions, that's a PvP fight. It's not something they ever do again in WoW. Like, they never force PvP on you in a PvE setting. And it's not even PvP, it's like faux PvP. It's an interesting concept because it's a random assortment of the opposite factions, like class and race mixing, and they're programmed to fight as PvPers would fight, which is to be extremely annoying and fuck rogues. I can say that because I'm pretty sure both our rogues don't watch my stream. Rogues suck in PvP. I never have good experiences with them. Oh, did I lose out on a chance at that Snorlax by waking? Oh, damn it. I wanted to see if I could get another chance at leftovers, but I guess I botched it. Oh well, leftovers aren't that important. I should go get Koga, and then I can go get no, I want those other things. There's things that I can cut down and get. Did I fight you? Okay. But yeah, I imagine those fights will give us some issue. The first one, mainly the second phase of that first fight, is a lot of coordination. Less coordinated tanks are going to have problems with getting people to, you know, lose their debuffs properly without dying. Faction champs is just going to be really annoying. We're probably, if we don't lose it on the first boss, we'll probably lose our tribute chest on them. Because frankly, like, you can just get combinations that are brutal, especially in 25-man. And then Anubarak is the final boss, and he is a piece of work. I'll replace Gaton for a moment. But yeah, Anubarak is a piece of work. He's difficult. He also takes a lot of coordination. Tanks need to be prepared. I mean, I play DPS, so it's not as big a deal to me. But I am also the hunter lead for our guild, so I need to take the time between now and TOC to hash out, you know, what hunters need and what our hunters need to improve on and all that. Administrative gunk. Our hunters are generally pretty good. I am currently the weakest link in the main team though, because I haven't gotten a lot of key upgrades. I should catch you. Mainly because they just won't fucking drop. Like, I'm not kidding. Thorim has it out for me. Like, he has looked at me and has personally decided he doesn't want to give me the things I need. He has decided he does not give a crap about me. Oh my god, what if I just accidentally use my Master Ball on this? But no, like, Thorim. And it's kind of messed up, because at least on 25-man, I have 2 chances. Okay, good. The pest control thing got cancelled. Oh dear god. They were slated to come tomorrow. My boyfriend works during the day. I'm the only one home. Those guys show up when I'm the only one home. I will probably call the cops. But yes, he got it cancelled. Thank god. I'm not gonna nickname you. I think I already caught a Venomoth. But like... you're poisoned. Of course you're poisoned. This is before... oh wait, you're not even poison type. That's why you got poisoned. I don't even know where I was talking about. Shit. But like... no, I'm looking forward to TOC and... okay, no, I was talking about Thorim and how much he hates me. He hates me. Especially on 25-man, it's a team up, like, and 10-man, I can respect it. Because Thorim hating me personally is like, he's one boss. He drops one thing I need. We are just extremely unlucky. Like, we've seen the thing that I and other physical DPS need once. And that trinket is probably gonna be my best trinket through TOC. Vezax drops a cloak that I need. But the cloak isn't as big a deal because the TOC tribute chest drops a cloak that's good through ICC. Like, all the way through ICC. It's that good. So I can stomach using my Drape of the Deadly Foe in, you know, Ulduar and TOC. I can stomach it, it's fine. I'm probably never gonna win the Tribute Cloak, which is but the bow. The Skyforge bow is a 25-man item. Oh, there's the trash. And it's a 25-man hard mode item. And not only does Thorim have a chance to drop it, but Algalon does too. So on 25-man, if it doesn't drop from Thorim and it doesn't drop from Algalon, I am double fucked. Both of them hate me. And it's like, Jesus, cut me some slack. This always happens, and I mainly do it to myself because I'm the hunter lead. I'm more concerned with getting hunters who are better at playing than me. Because, like, yeah, I'm the hunter lead. I kind of got there via process of elimination. I was the only hunter around, and also the one with the most seniority for a while. So I kind of got it dropped into my lap. It wasn't nepotism. There is no nepotism. Believe me, if there were, I would be kidded. I wouldn't be complaining about, you know, Thorim hating me personally. But I like making— oh shit, I was gonna check up there. I like making sure that the hunters that play better than me can play and perform well before me, because I have arthritis, I have a bad reaction time to a lot of mechanics, and after a certain point, like, I'm fully aware I'm not the best player. I try my best. Like, people who watch my stream, I try my best. I flub up, I get focused on doing utility stuff, more or less. And that's fine by me. I'm perfectly fine with that. But, like, I like making sure that the people who perform better can keep performing well. And if I can do that, that's great. If it means that I miss out on some pieces, that's great. But there's a point where it's like, I'm rocking badge gear from phase 1, pre-Nax 25. And it's like, and it's not even out of, like, I can't win it. It's out of, it's not dropping. I don't have the chance to lose it to anyone. I'm not actually rocking, any badge gear from Nax 25. My friend Soul was extremely kind and gave me dark matter because I was rocking Nax 25 badge trinket. Friggin' Mirror of Truth. Oh, what is— there's an oak dude in here, isn't there? I don't think I have enough for him. Oh, you have the XP share. I don't have 50 types of Pokemon. How many types do I have? 37. Shit. Oh, the 50 is so hard to reach. But I should be able to reach it pretty soon. Even if I start catching Pokemon I'm just not going to use. You kind of have to if you want that XP share. And I do, I want it. But I'm looking forward to TOC. Oh, it's starting to get warm in here actually. Shit. I might end up cutting stream just so I don't swelter. I'm glad you think I look gentle. I like to think that I don't look like a raging monster that's gonna punch a child. Generally. But no, I look forward to streaming that because you guys have been seeing us like tear through Algalon and Ulduar for a while, and there just hasn't been anything new. And I want to show you guys, you know, quote-unquote new content. Like I say, it's new, it's classic. This content is technically like 10 years old, 10, 15. But like, I want to see different shit. Like, it's not just me wanting to stream better stuff, it's me wanting to see it for myself because I am so fatigued on Ulduar. Like, it looks like I'm gonna be in it tonight, and I'd love to take my Paladin. My poor Ret Paladin. I leveled up my Ret Paladin thinking, oh man, we have like 5 new Shaman. I can finally not be the only other enhancement Shaman in the raid in TBC that exists. We had an enhanced Shaman for a while that, she swapped to her mage, and she doesn't raid in 25 mans with us anymore. Personal reasons. But like, me and her were the only enhancement shaman, and an enhancement shaman, it was fun. Like, I enjoy enhance. Like, I like it. I've always had kind of soft spot for it because it was one of the first classes I played in WoW, actually. And like, oh no, Athena. Oh no, Athena. Okay, you're good. Wow, that did nothing. But like, I thought going into Wrath, I'd be able to play my Ret Paladin a lot more. Because Ret Paladin in Classic, unviable. Awful. You had to do so much expensive shit to make it work. And it, even then, didn't work. That's not Classic's fault. It is kind of Classic's fault. They could have made Ret Paladins functional. They could have made Prot Paladins functional. They didn't. They chose not to. Hashtag no changes. But, Ret Paladin finally got fun to play in Wrath. Like, properly fun to play. I was tearing through stuff, I was having a grand old time, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my main ult. Come to find out, all of our shamans except Rick drop like flies. They just disappear, we can't hold on to a shaman for some reason. We have Arvel, Zarian, who swapped to an enhanced shaman. He wasn't liking arms. But my enhanced shaman is still the main ult enhanced shaman for our runs. If we need a hero, if we need a Wind Fury, if we need Nature Resist, I am your buff bot. That is what I do. There's trainers down here. And I'm fine with that generally, but like, I want to play my paladin. And like, I never get to. I just want to play my dang paladin. I just want to zone out and hit D-sack when I'm told, and that's it. Even though, God, hitting DSEC is so anxiety-inducing. Oh, you're psychic type. You should be able to take it out before it takes you out. But yeah, I'd love to play my Ret Paladin. It's just so fun, it's simple to play, and plus, my Ret Pally needs gear. It has spent, like, the entirety of Wrath barely geared. And now is a good time to gear it, because the second group is starting to get to the point where they don't need tier tokens. And I can just hoover up all of the tier tokens, and all of the two-handers, and all of the nice things no one needs, and just hoover it all up. And maybe I'll get to play her in TOC more. Ha 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 ha. Maybe? I doubt it. Shaman is still gonna be extremely useful. You're being a good boy, Conan. You're being a very good boy. Garbage went by, people are walking by, and you are not giving a crap. Good boy. He's got to go to the vet on Thursday. Not for any particular reason, because we moved. We are 40 minutes away from his old vet, and that's a long drive for him just to go to the vet for like 20 minutes. So normally I only take him to the vet between checkups to get his paws shaved and his nails trimmed. He hates both of those activities. He will not let me do them. I trust the vet to do it because if he bites the vet might not sue. I don't think he'll bite. He's never bitten the vets. He's bitten my boyfriend back when he was a puppy. Conan has some possessiveness issues. He enjoys his toys and he doesn't like to let you have them. And he's also very food, very food obsessed. Not to the point of guarding his food. I have made sure of that. Like, when he was a puppy, I used to hand feed him when he was a puppy just to make sure that he was eating. So he will, like, not protest if you stick your hand in the bowl while he's eating. If you try to take food away from him, never take food away from a dog that has food in its mouth. Like, don't try and do that. That's a recipe for disaster. He'll get upset. And, if you try to take a toy from him, it's possible he might get upset as well. Is it finally friggin' Koga time? I think it's finally Koga time, my dudes. My lads. But, he needs to be muzzled when he gets his nails trimmed, and I'm not. This is the wrong Pokemon to pull you out on, Rachel. But he needs to be muzzled. I don't trust myself to do it well. His muzzle is a lot shorter than a traditional corgi. He's got a much shorter nose. And, the vets describe him as wiggly, which I'm sure in vet speak means pain in the ass. He doesn't like his paws touched, which, if your paws are that close to your body and your legs are that short, don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit for not liking having your, not wanting your paws touched. But it's a pain in the butt because his nails get super long. and there's not much I can do about it. He won't let me do it. I've tried just about everything short of putting him in a sling and hanging him up above my head. He would despise me if I did that. I don't think I could stomach doing it either to him. But he needs his nails trimmed. He needs his paws shaved, and the new vet won't do just that without giving him a checkup to get him in the system. Which, that's fair. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't be the case. I need to get freaking Chester into my party. Oh, Chester, you poor thing. But, yeah, I don't know why I thought that would not be the case, but... Yep, he gets to meet, we all get to meet his new vet Thursday. And then for the weekend, we're taking a trip. First trip away from the new house. Obviously, by the time this goes up, we'll be home. At least goes up on YouTube. I mean, we'll be home. Hopefully. I might not stream next Monday because of that. We're gonna be coming home. Probably not gonna stream that Monday. Give me a break. I might stream Tuesday. I know the new Cattails. And for those of you who don't know, Cattails is a cat sim game. The new Cattails demo is coming out the 1st. So maybe I'll stream Tuesday with Pokemon, Wednesday with Sims, as I normally do. And I might do a special Thursday stream of the Cattails demo. I backed it on Kickstarter ages ago. And I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get fully into the first game. I like those types of games, but there's a set amount of time before you're just kind of done with them for me for a while. And, you know, I hit that point and I got done with it, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. And I did enjoy it. And Cattails 2 looks like it's going to improve on a lot of the things I didn't enjoy about the first game. Mainly just giving me more things to do that I would like to do. And of course, like, as a Warrior Cats stan, I guess I am, I kinda, you know, I need to give it a go. I needed to back it, I needed to give it a go. I don't remember what platform I actually backed it on though, because it's been so long. Pretty sure I backed it on the Switch, but I think I also got a Steam code. I really don't remember, I'd have to check. Hi Conan, you're a cutie baby. You're my cute baby. Oh, I'm giving the dog some pets. He deserves it. He's been stuck in here with me because I fear the bees that don't exist outside. I know there are no bees in the house other than the one that I let in, but oh god, I can't take the idea right now. I might stay in my office until the boyfriend comes home. Oh god, now I'm calling him the boyfriend, and it's like in an effort to not call him either Candle or his name. And it's like, I guess I'm just not comfortable with that yet. Calling him by his name. At least on stream, not yet. Which is fair, honestly. Like, I grew up in an era of the internet where, like, you don't give away your personal information, ever. You don't do that. And we've gotten a bit relaxed about it over the years. But I think that there's a certain level of safety that people need to acknowledge that they need to take. Because you could get seriously hurt if people find out certain things about you. And that's screwed up. Like, I'm not gonna be telling people where I live outside of the vague notion of the state I live in. Like, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. And we're seeing it in action here that Koga doesn't, that there aren't enough poison types in the game. Like, they're more so going for Pokemon that can use poison moves. Which I think is the better way to do it, honestly. Like, it gives you a bigger variety of Pokemon to pull from. Oh, I don't think Haze is a move I want. Yeah, no. No, god dang it. No, I don't want Haze. Oh, this stupid button switching. I also want to stream Diablo 4 when that comes out. And maybe, I'll do a small series with the boyfriend about hardcore WoW adventures. I think that could be... I have a very, short, shelf life when it comes to the idea of you die, you're gone for good in a game. I'm only willing to give that a couple goes. Because the rules for a hardcore, hi, you can't poison me. The rules for a hardcore team is if one of you dies, you both die. I don't think Blizzard can enforce that rule. Because there's no way to make that enforceable on their new servers, really. Because with that logic, then anyone engaged in a group activity could just die, be deleted off the server. Like, it's very difficult to check that sort of thing, especially if you want to do group content like dungeons. I don't want a hardcore raid. Not hardcore. I already hardcore raid. I don't want a hardcore character raid. Because that sounds like hell. That sounds like a circle of hell I am not prepared for as a human being. Like... Oh, you can see it a lot better on the emulator. You can see the maze a lot better on emulator than you can when you're a kid staring at a tiny screen. But might do that. That sounds like it could be fun for a little bit. We've been watching these videos of people playing hardcore characters and how they like die or do crazy shit. And it's really fun to watch them do some crazy stuff. And Apricot, I watched her guild do the Cthulhu kill hardcore. Having killed Cthulhu many times, that was, you know, it was really cool to watch. Like, flawless execution. It was really fun to watch. You're not gonna catch me raiding, though? Hardcore? 'Cause... oh my god. Doing dungeons is already kind of a no-no to me, I think. I think if I were to do hardcore, I wouldn't do dungeons unless I was with a group that I knew and trusted could cover my back. I'm not the best player. But like... I think I could barely handle the environment of a hardcore dungeon. A hardcore raid? Too much. 40 people trying to do that and not die? First off, imagine the drama. Just people incapable of coping with the loss of so much time. And I don't blame them, that's a lot of time. It takes a long time to level from 1 to 60. If you're not, you know, trying to die. If you're trying not to die. If you can't handle, you know, dying and losing all of that time and effort, especially like farming items that you have to go to level 60 zones to farm. Like, that shit was annoying back when your character wasn't permanently deleted if you died farming fell runes in Fellwood. Like, dear God, it was annoying. I don't want to think about dying farming fell runes and fell cloth, or trying to get the Songflower buff, or trying to get my Dire Maul buffs, and then just losing my character to that. Like, oh my god, imagine a hunter trying to get the Dire Maul buffs for their raid. Like doing the Dire Maul skip. And they die doing the skip. What if you have no other hunter who can do it? Are you just boned? Are you screwed? And like at a certain point, you lose enough characters, your raid team is destroyed. Unless you have multiple backups of the same character geared up the same exact way. Or even different characters geared up comparably. Like, clearing once, but can you imagine re-clearing? Trying to get a particular item? Like, I can't even imagine trying to get Hardcore Rockdalar. Hardcore Benediction might be easier, but Hardcore Rockdalar? Like, oh my god. I kept Chester in my team. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But like, it's just so much pressure, and socially, the highs would be high, but the lows would be in hell. And I don't think I could cope with that. I don't think Candle could cope with that. I don't think most of the guild could cope with that. I think hardcore is a thing that would be fun for a little while. And then, you know, we decide we're done with it. And, you know what, that's perfectly fine. I mean, just be glad you're not paying extra for it in your sub. Alright, it is Koga time. I think I'm perfectly... Why am I playing an emulator? Why do I bother to save like this? It's just a force of habit. Like, you're a kid, you always, like... You always want to save right before all the bosses and before the legendary Pokemon and all that. I don't know if you can pick it up, if it's picking up on the mic, but Conan is chewing on a toy right now. Sorry if it is. Wow, Coughing, you got outsped by a handful of seeds. How does that feel? Oh, Rachel. Hey, you got him to waste a hyper potion. Nice. Probably gonna get him to waste another one. Nope, okay. But I am switching you out after this. You can't take another hit. Yep, especially not from a muck. Alright, who's gonna deal with muck, not get on? Let's have Cinders deal with muck. Yeah, muck isn't his strongest. Nice. Aw, no burn. And no minimize. But the other hyper potion comes out, yeah. Oh, this isn't gonna kill unless I get a high roll. Nope. Oh, that's rude. Alright, that puts Cinders on a ticking clock. But I think Koga is out of hypers. So. Yes, I want to save. I'm pretty sure he has a Venomoth. I want to save Koga Cinders for the Venomoth. Whirlpool. No, he has a Wheezing. I should be able to still be able to take things down. With Surf. Whirlpool is a beast. See how Whirlpool does against Wheezing. Almost a one-shot. Nice. Emulator. Emulator needs to calm down. It's just Koga. Koga is honestly the least problematic gym leader to deal with. No, Blaine is. Blaine is definitely. And toxic. Can I dig out of here? Okay. Yeah, fair. Koga probably does not want you digging up his gym. That's probably why he has so many poison types of levitate. That's just smart. So the thing is that there isn't a lot between Koga and Blaine now. Obviously I'm gonna go into the Safari Zone and I'm gonna get Sunny Day. But there just isn't a lot between Koga and Blaine. Except well, according to this guide there is. They want me to do the Seafoam Islands? I mean, I could do the Seafoam Islands. need to go get Fly. Yeah. This tells me where to get Fly. I can probably do that. It's on Route 16. Yeah, it's on this route. I gotta do the Safari Zone first. I need Sunny Day. Okay, I've got things I can do to close out the stream. Got about an hour left. Ideally, unless I get sweltered out. Shouldn't need cut. If I do, it's not that big a deal if I need cut. I know I need surf to get it. Yes, I would like to play. Maybe I'll see a Chansey. Let me figure out exactly where it is, because the Safari Zone is big. Area 1 East. Is it really just right here? Is the rest house? Center. What area is this? West. Oh, I didn't catch a Doduo. Oh, good. I've caught a Doduo. I will name you... Frick, what's the real name of Two-Face? Harvey Dent. I will call you Dent. Running at 60 miles an hour would put a dent in anything, if you hit it. Good for you, Dent. Alright, there's a leaf stone for... execute. There it is. Oh, it wasn't even... you didn't even need surf for it? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I know there is something you need surf for. I already have a Paris. I know that there is something that you need surf for in here, and it's around where you find the teeth. Or you get surf. And the teeth. I already have one of you. I think Nidoran are cute. Little dinosaur mice. Oh, did I just go the wrong way? Yes, I did. Quick Claw. That's a good one, actually. That was kind of worth going the wrong way for. That was Conan, he's fine. I don't know if that picked up. I think this is the right way. I could probably surf to get across. I have one of you already. Might not have enough steps. Oh no, wait, this is actually the spot. Okay. See, I thought Sunny Day was over here. Oh. Nice. You know, genuinely, I don't think I've ever seen a Tauros. Oh, well, I deserve that. No, genuinely though, I don't think I've ever seen a Tauros in the Safari Zone. Some of these Pokemon are just way too rare. I'm mainly just trying to run out the clock, seeing if I can find anything interesting. Another Tauros would be cool. But they're rare. Tauros and Chansey are super rare. Oh, a female Nidoran. Oh shit, I didn't mean to throw a second. I don't think they're likely to flee. Oh, dang. Two rocks was probably too much. I know you probably shouldn't throw rocks, but like, not really sure what else I can do. There we go. Dang. I caught a Doduo. That's new. Oh yeah, Kangaskhan is also there. And I never got my fossil. I'm not gonna use it, but I never got my fossil. Alright, Route 16. I could go back up the cycling road. That might be the easiest way to do it. I don't really want to, though. Because I don't like the cycling road. It's Route 18. It's boring. I don't like this that the cycling road makes you go this slow. Like, there's no reason for this. I also don't want to fight anyone on the cycling road, honestly. Huh. A Venonat cry. It's actually on the cycling road. Nothing super crazy, I don't think. Why did they give you a patch of grass? I think I fought all those dudes. Wait, here, that's the amulet coin. I know I don't have 40 species, but yeah, that's just the amulet coin. God dang it. Alright, I need to cut to get in there. Yeah, I need to grab Chester real quick. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm doing this. But like, cut is one of those HMs that I don't think is super necessary until it's not necessary for Victory Road, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can get across to you now. That's kind of sweet. My god, this emulator ruined those shadows on the water. It's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, there's a pair here. This is a really weird area. Did these people pay for like having a private spot like this? Must have. I could have gotten this a lot earlier if I had remembered where it was. Pretty sure I have the badge for it too. I'm gonna have Cinders with me the whole time, so I'm gonna replace Scratch with Fly. There's no reason he needs to keep Scratch. And Fly is probably the only HM he'll know. Fly is also actually useful. Let me see if I can actually use it. Yep, I can. Okay. Where to next? The game says go to the Seafoam Island. Like, this guide says go to the Seafoam Islands. I don't think that's where I want to go, though. Yeah, we can go try for Zapdos. That'd be a good thing to end the stream on. Seeing if I get Zapdos. Real quick though, I'm gonna check the Pokemart. Once I remember where it is. Is there actually not one here? Is there actually not one in Fuchsia? Okay, there is. I'm just really dumb. Also, Fuchsia is obtuse in its design. Yes, Ultra Balls. I can afford a good amount of these, and it's probably all I'll ever need. So, I'm gonna get a good amount. And I'm not gonna use, is it this one? Yeah. I'm not gonna use Zapdos. I don't really see a reason to use Zapdos. And actually, this is probably really dumb of me to do. To try and get Zapdos. Considering it's probably, what, like level 50? But I'll also be able to get more Pokemon. From the area. the dude that gave me Everstone. I don't think we're in danger of a lot of my Pokemon evolving, buddy. But yeah. I don't think I'll use it. Got no plans. I'm pretty sure it's level 50. Fun story though. On my original cartridge. Actually, can I just catch you? On my original FireRed cartridge, I caught Zapdos in a Pokeball. Just a plain old Pokeball. And I remember being so proud of that fact. Like, I remember going up to my brother. Oh my god, you're gonna be really aggravating, aren't you? There's really no way for me to weaken you. Unless I just stun you. I just need you for my Pokédex. But like, I caught it in a regular old Pokeball, and I was so proud of myself. Like little baby me did that. My brother probably didn't give a shit. Let's name you... I'm not gonna use you, but here, have that name. Cool. I don't know. I ended up getting, I think, a lot deeper into the Pokemon hole than my brother did. I don't know how into it really he is these days. He doesn't have as much time for that. And that's fair. Like, our taste in games is a bit different. I actually don't know if I'll see him this weekend. He might be working. He works on boats. Taking people on boat tours. Which is hilarious because oh, you jerk. But I live in Michigan, which is probably all I'll ever say. And one of the few times when we went to Mackinac Island, we had to take a catamaran. And a catamaran is, you know, you had to take a ferry out, but a catamaran was a nicer, like it went smoother. It was a smoother ride. We had to take the catamaran because my brother was, he got motion sick. And this is the same brother. My brother who, like, nearly heaved every time he went on a catamaran for like 10 minutes to Mackinac Island. He's working on a boat now. And, like, it's really funny. Can I just catch it? Oh my god, I don't like where the Master Ball is in my priority. Oh, that's terrible placement for it. Oh, dang. Conan, don't bark. You start barking, I have to lock you out. in here now. Even if I don't get Zapdos, which I might not. There's at least, like, decent stuff in here. There, give me an anode. Don't ask me what that means. I don't remember what anodes and cathodes are. I just know that they are a thing and they have to do with batteries. And circuitry. Oh, you can be cathode. Alright, you're gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, I wonder what they're talking about in the guild at the moment, now that there's a release date. I already have one of you. Can't escape. Is this like an arena trap Pikachu? What? Oh, that's an electrode. No. Here's the question, is it gonna explode on me? Oh, it might not. It might not get the chance. Nope, there it goes. Saw the kill. That's fine. I'm not really here for experience. Okay, I'm gonna change that because Athena cannot be the first Pokemon to come out. I'm you, but better. Yeah, there's thunder. I'm probably not gonna use that. I like Raichu's moveset at the moment. call you resistor. I think that's where my basic knowledge of probably spelled that wrong. That's probably where my basic knowledge of circuitry. No. I kind of remember a few more terms. I only had like a basic scrape with circuitry in chemistry in my science classes. I don't think it was specifically chemistry. And a little bit in physics, but that was like I didn't actually work with any circuitry. Boyfriend, on the other hand, he is a software engineer who does a lot of circuitry work. And a lot of it, actually. We have boxes and boxes of circuit boards that are just dead, but their parts are still usable. And he just keeps them around to cannibalize them, basically. But yeah, he's extremely into and very good at circuitry. Which is neat. I think it's neat. I'm no good at it. Like, I probably would be good at it. Oh yeah, this is pre-electric types not paralyzing themselves. Oh, that's rude. And that's also really rude. My god. Nobody wins there. Gonna be real, lads, I'm probably not gonna mess with that Zapdos if my Pokemon keep dropping like flies. Granted, I am kicking electrodes to try and catch them. So it's kind of my fault, but... I don't know, I considered a science career. Oh my god, that is the pest control guy. Is he just like circuiting our neighborhood? Oh. Huh. That's not one you see often. Oh my god. You're so tiring. Do you know that? You're like really tiring. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it to, probably not gonna make it. I would really like to catch you. You know, genuinely, I don't think I've ever owned an Electabuzz. And they're a very interesting Pokemon. And, like, I thought Electivire was a crazy cool design. Like, granted, you can't get Electivire in this game. But I thought that was a really cool design. I don't know if this will fit. can't be the right spelling. That's also... Nope. Going with my instinct. It's probably wrong. Tell me how wrong I am in the comments. I won't read those. I won't read those ones. I'm right, you're wrong, shut up. Join my Twitch stream so you can tell me how bad I am, me, the writer, aspiring author, am at spelling and grammar. Please, I beg of you. Alright, yeah, there you are. If I leave and come back, you're still gonna be here, right? More specifically, if I just do that. Okay. Alright, 4 funsies. For all of the funsies. Yeah, level 50. Fuck it. One ball it. Yeah. That's right, your moveset kinda sucks. Pretty sure you know Thunder Wave, Agility, Drill Peck. Oh! That's kinda sexy. What's your 4th move? I don't think I'm gonna win the attrition battle though. Detect. What an odd moveset. Why detect? Could have given it an electric type move. Other than Thunder Wave. Oh, I could save state scum it. But yes, I am not trying to do this on purpose. I'm purposefully not trying here. Why are you not just killing me with Drill Peck? There you go. Yeah, Geton isn't gonna live, but... Yep. Alright. Save you for later. I might go through and catch them all. That sounds like a fun thing. I got the TMs out of there, though. That's really what matters, is I got the TMs. And the Pokemon. Where does that put? Yeah, Pokedex-wise. 43. So I need 7 more to get the experience share. Because I don't think that, pretty sure there isn't a flyable place on the Seafoam Islands. I'm going to go to, Cinnabar and use that as my jumping off point. What Pokemon are here, actually? I don't have a Tangela. Can I just one-ball it? Ha! This is kind of a mean name, but... Oh, it's Tangela. Comb over is probably, like, inoffensive. I'll leave these trainers. Let's get to Cinnabar first, because I'm sure I'll bump into a trainer haplessly. Being a swimmer in this game, in these games, has to be so dangerous. You are out on the open ocean, just free swimming all day, clinging to nothing but your Pokemon. Holy crap. Your muscles must be insane. Genuinely though, I didn't play a lot of Sun and Moon. Was Surfer ever added as a trainer type, I wonder? Because that feels like a fairly obvious one, especially for, Alola. And also, you know, surfing Pikachu is a thing. So it's not like the Pokemon franchise doesn't have that in their vocabulary. Honestly, this is one of the very few games where a lot of trainers have starter Pokemon. And I still think that's kind of neat, and I think that's something they should do more often. Give the regional trainers the regional starter Pokemon. They're still part of the Pokédex. Why wouldn't some of these trainers have hung on to their childhood Pokemon? I did not mean to do that. I can't access the Sevi Islands, can I? I think you can only access those, post-game. I think I might have mentioned it, but... I think I might do, the Sevi Islands. Seafoam Islands is where, Articuno is. But it can't hurt to discover the place at least. Oh, wow, from that far away. Dice for your boyfriend? I mean, like... Oh, sorry, my ear itched. This headset itches my ears after a while. It's nice that your boyfriend gave you big pearls, though. It's cute, I suppose. Huh. I can see why he gave you pearls. You seem to have a thing for pearls. And clam Pokemon. Wait, what? Maybe. I imagine there's actually not a lot of room inside a Shelter or a Cloister, though, considering that their masses are, you know, part of them. This is the Seafoam Islands. I got Gaton with me, I can go a little bit. Ooh, I should catch you. For the total. Oh, that's rude. What's going on? I like how this guide seems to think that you're capable of, like, catching some of these Pokemon. Like Articuno and whatnot. I'm gonna be real, Articuno was always my favorite of the legendary birds. I thought it looked so cool. honestly can't remember what I named my Zubat. Probably something Batman related. But I should get out of here. No, I don't have one of you. My stats didn't change, genius. Now they did. You want to copy them now? Tylenol. That's a terrible name. Alright. Well, that's pretty good progress. Sets me up for a pretty short stream next week if I do stream this. That way I can, you know, recover from the trip. It's a long drive. Thanks viewers for, you know, listening to me ramble on and on and on about random shit. I will be back tomorrow night with, you know, WoW stream as usual. Not gonna stream tonight. Back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Ulduar. Wednesday will be Sims. Thursday will be finishing up Ulduar probably. And yeah, then I'm off for the weekend. I won't be able to stream while I'm visiting family. So thank you all for coming. YouTube people, thanks for watching, and bye!